Hey, welcome back to the Succulents for Beginners podcast, where we turn plant panic into plant power, one episode at a time. I'm Ed, your cactus comrade and succulent sidekick, and today we're diving into one of the most confusing topics for new plant parents. How much water is enough? Too little? Your plant shrivels. Too much? It rots. And somewhere in between, well, that's where the magic happens. If you've ever stood over your pot wondering, is this too much? Too little? Am I about to commit succulent sabotage? This episode is for you. Not a sip, not a flood, just right. So let's get one thing clear. When we water succulents, we're aiming for a deep, thorough soak, but only when the soil is bone dry. That means you don't give them a sip here and there like you're offering tea to a tiny guest, and you don't drown them like you're trying to grow water lilies either. Think of it like this. Succulents are like camels. They store water in their leaves, stems, and roots. So when you water, you're not just hydrating the surface. You're filling up their internal tanks. And once that tank is full, they don't want more for a while. Let them use it up before refilling. The soak and dry method, your new best friend. If you remember one thing from this episode, let it be this. Soak and dry. That's the gold standard for watering succulents. Here's how to do it. Wait until the soil is completely dry. Not just the surface, but deep down. Stick your finger in or use a moisture meter if you're not sure. Water thoroughly. Pour until water drains out the bottom. Don't just sprinkle or mist. Give it a real drink. Leave it alone. Let the soil dry fully before watering again. It's like filling a gas tank. You don't stop at every station just when the tank is empty. Top watering versus bottom watering. What's the deal? Here's a common question I get on YouTube. Ed, should I water from the top or from the bottom? The answer is, both can work, but top watering is usually simpler for beginners. Let's break it down. Top watering. Pour water directly onto the soil until it drains out the bottom. Bottom watering. Place the pot in a tray of water and let the soil wick it up through the drainage hole. This takes longer, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. When should you bottom water? If your soil is very dry and hydrophobic, like water runs off instead of soaking in, bottom watering can help rehydrate evenly. But for everyday care, stick to top watering. Make sure your pot drains well and you're golden. What about misting? This is a myth I love busting. Don't mist your succulents. They're not orchids. They're not moss. They do not absorb as much water through their leaves. Those succulents can absorb some moisture through their leaves under high humidity or misting. However, this is limited and far less efficient than root uptake. Misting can sometimes cause problems like fungal growth or leaf rot, especially in tightly packed rosettes like echeverias. I once saw someone on YouTube misting her haworthia 3 times a day. She thought she was being gentle. Let's just say that plant ended up looking like a melted jelly bean. So remember, misting is for humidity-loving plants. Succulents, they want a deep drink to the roots. Not a facial. How much water exactly? So what's the right amount? Like in cups? Ounces? Honestly, there's no one-size-fits-all answer because it depends on the size of the pot, the type of soil, the plant's growth stage, your environment and humidity. Instead of measuring water by the cup, water until the entire soil volume is moist and water drains from the bottom. For a 4-inch pot, that might be 1/4 to 1/3 cup. For an 8-inch pot, more like 1 to 1.5 cups. But again, don't fixate on the number. Focus on thoroughness plus dryness before the next round. Check for drainage. Quick but important reminder, if your pot doesn't have a drainage hole, you're basically flying blind. Without drainage, excess water can pool at the bottom and lead to root rot, even if the top feels dry. Always use a pot with drainage, or line the bottom with gravel and water very sparingly. Also, use well-draining soil, not regular garden soil. I use a DIY mix. 2 parts garden soil plus 3 parts pumice. Works great. You can grab pre-made cactus soil blends from our shop link too. I'll share that in a sec. Funny story from a viewer. I had a comment the other day that said, Ed, I think my succulent is giving me the silent treatment. I water it, but it still looks mad. I said, well, maybe it just needs some space and a better watering plan. It's not about babying your plant. It's about understanding it. Once you get watering right, you'll notice New growth, firmer leaves, better color, and less anxiety every time you pick up your watering can. Let's talk. So, how do you water your succulents? Are you a cautious sipper or a full soak hero? Drop a comment under our latest video at youtube.com/@succulentsforbeginners. I'd love to hear your watering wins or disasters. We're building a community, and your story might help someone else avoid the same mistake. Looking for my favorite watering cans, moisture meters, or pumice mixes? Check out my Amazon storefront here, amazon.com/shop/succulentsforbeginners. And don't forget, you can show off your plant pride with our merch. Shirts, mugs, tote bags, all cactus approved. Grab yours at succulentsforbeginners.myspreadshop.com. In episode 5, we're tackling one of the trickiest topics, how to water during a heat wave or cold snap, because extreme weather calls for extra attention and different techniques. If your succulents have ever melted under the summer sun or curled up during a cold front, you don't want to miss this one. Thanks for tuning in today. I'm Ed. Keep those roots dry, leaves plump, and your plant shelf drama-free. See you in the next episode.